Hey, Cancer. Mel, intuitive coach here. Excited to bring in your quarter one reading for January, February, and March 2025. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, welcome to quarter one. The underlying energy you have is co-creation. So for the next 3 months, you are bringing something into your world that feels a lot more supported with your soul's mission. It feels supported body-wise, health-wise, and I feel for some of you, this is also stability because you have the home showing up here in January. So this feels like it aligns with your heart and soul. So perhaps there is stability here coming in regarding maybe finances or a relationship or just getting back to a place of good health. And you're realizing that you are not alone in this process. You're connecting more with your spirit guides, with your ancestors. There may be some new energies showing up for you in quarter one, and you may even be strengthening pre-existing bonds because you've been through something, I see. You've been through some very difficult lessons. When I see the fates showing up, that is the star energy, that tells me that you may have gone through a bit of a tower. There is a brighter future ahead, and you are working on creating a better life for yourself by making healthier choices. Your built-in radar, your BS detector, is heightened. Okay, you have the sense of awareness where you can read through energies. You have the gift of being able to decipher if something is not authentic or if someone is not being honest, partially because you've gone through situations that people were dishonest or they were not being their true authentic self, and partly because that is part of your spiritual gifts here, Cancer. Now you are co-creating, and I feel like you have this sense of independence about you. There is a cat, a beautiful cheetah over here that's looking out. There is an owl sitting on the tightrope there, and there's also an egg. So there is a new opportunity that is cracking open for you in quarter one. You now have the wisdom, the independence, and the stamina. This is beautiful because I actually see in March, which is the start of the astrological new year, the start of Aries season, you see that same cheetah here going all the way, hitting the finish line. So there is a motivation that picks up for you. There is momentum that picks up on, an area that you felt a little bit complacent or you felt sluggish or stagnant towards, that will pick up for you. So if you go into New Year's, into the new year and you're feeling not very motivated or you feel like things are the same old, I do feel like that energy and momentum will start to pick up for you by the astrological new year, Aries season. So starting you off here in January, you have no place like home. Some of you are feeling like a homebody. You may be feeling very creative within the home. Perhaps you are organizing. You could be clearing out clutter. You may be looking at administrative tasks and getting the home in order or your finances in order, because this goes back to a place of feeling more secure, more stable. And I also see here the light is on in the house. So for some of you, you could be inviting people into the home, or perhaps there's people kind of coming in, coming out. You may have a lot of activity going on, maybe even some events. Someone could be traveling and you may have a pet sitter or a family member coming in to look after pets is what I'm getting. I'm also hearing the name Sabrina. Sabrina could be significant. Some of you could be putting a home on the market. You could be buying a home as well. But I also feel like you want to get back to a place of feeling more authentic in your skin, in your body. You may be focusing on plant-based foods is what I'm getting. Some of you are excited about 2025 because there's something big coming in. You may feel this energetically and spiritually. You may feel it. Some of you already know what this is. And you're starting off here with the Ace of Wands. This is beautiful. It is Glinda's wand. And if you've ever watched Wizard of Oz, you know that Glinda's wand holds some very powerful magic. She can put those ruby red slippers right on Dorothy's feet. So I feel like you are, yeah, and that makes sense. Doesn't she say there's no place like home? And that's what I'm getting here is you may be going on a journey. You may have landed in Munchkin land, right? In the quarter one, it feels like you're being guided to step outside of your comfort zone. You may be in a foreign new land. For some of you, you could be traveling internationally or visiting a foreign land. Look at this. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there could be a very powerful divine feminine energy. Some of you, this is godmother, grandmother, mother. You could be the nurturer. Now, there is something about self-care, self-love, and focusing on your health as well. Some of you may be visiting home, but the Ace of Wands is about a new beginning. And what better energy to start that new beginning than January of a new year? Now, you do have some choices to make. You have the Two of Swords. So here you are planting some seed with the Ace of Wands. This is an idea. This is passion. It's inspiration, creativity, invention. And some of you, this is a new sense of purpose, a new sense of, potential. It is the seed of conception. Some of you are feeling very artistic within the home. You could be getting creative, maybe painting a new wall. Some of you are painting furniture or refurbishing furniture. That could also be part of your work. Maybe you're an interior decorator or a designer. Some of you may even be feeling more at home by spending time with loved ones, spending time with family. But I also see some new connections coming in here for you. But the Ace of Wands is a new sense of purpose. However, there's a choice to make here with the Two of Swords. Now, some of you felt a bit paralyzed or again complacent or stagnant when it came to a decision about your stability. And I feel like January is stirring up those feelings, stirring up those emotions. It's kind of like stirring the dirt in order to plant a fresh seed, right? You don't want to just stick the seed in some old dirt. You kind of want to sift through, like rototill the dirt a bit and make sure there's no rocks, make sure that, the soil is good and clean and fresh. And that's kind of what I see happening energetically is you're rototilling the mind in a sense, and maybe even rototilling your space. You could be going through like a junk drawer or going through your closets, maybe a space that feels a bit messy. And this could also be in the mind because you may be doing like a mind dump in the month of January. Now, you do have the Knight of Cups showing up here. Knight of Cups is sometimes a people pleaser. Sometimes he can be emotionally blocked. And because he's showing up here in reverse and we have the Two of Swords, this is what you may be working on. Not overextending your beautiful heart, Cancer, because you are a lover. You are a lover and, you'll fight if you have to, but mostly you just want to love. You just want to be loved. And I see here with the Knight of Cups, someone may have been tampering with in some way. That's interesting. Tampering with your life, your heart, your energy, and even your time with the Knight of Cups. You don't have time for that. They're showing me the meme. Nobody got time for that. So for some of you, that's what you may be leaving behind in 2025 here. You may have gone through a situation where someone was inconsistent. You may have had a choice to make between, the old and the new. But the key is to not shut down the heart. Open up the heart to new ideas. Open up the heart to, that Ace of Wands energy, a new sense of purpose. Use some sort of pain that you've gone through and turn it into art. Okay, turn it into art. So for some of you, this is like a masterpiece that you are creating. Oh, Cancer, I'm hearing you are the masterpiece. So you are the work of art. It feels like your intuition here is urging you to move forward because the Knight of Cups is an action taker. And I feel like there is empathy showing up here, but you are opening your heart up towards more purpose. You are the masterpiece. This is beautiful. Yeah, you're creating a masterpiece. So you're working on yourself is what I'm picking up on. And there is a choice to make here in the month of January that is going to help you create a better life for yourself. I want to get one more. Spirit, can you please clarify the choice? Spirit, what's the choice for Cancer in the month of January, please? All right, the Page of Swords. Get curious. This could also be head over heart. Now, I feel like you're making choices from the heart, of course, but using the brain, using the head to help you move forward. That's what the Page of Swords does. He is represented as the Griffin. Now, the Page of Swords is ready for a new challenge. Now, I don't want to say that there's a challenge in front of you, but it's going to take a little bit of grit. It's going to take a little bit of muscle, a little bit of work to kind of rototill that dirt in order for you to plant the seed. It's not just going to appear all better, right? You have to put in the work to exercise or eat healthier or to, clean up the clutter in the home. Whatever this is here, use your mind, create lists. He's a great record keeper. The Page of Swords, lists can be his best friend. Get organized, look at administrative tasks here because that is going to keep you in balance. And I feel like you're going to be checking off some things on that, goal list, bucket list, and to-do list as well. So use the mind constructively because the mind can be used to build or destroy. And I feel like you have a very, very beautiful heart and a powerful mind at this time. And you're planting the seeds towards something quite beautiful in 2025. So let's look into February. Here we have the Fates. Now this sums up the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. So there are things that are outside of our control. Natural disasters, job losses or shutdowns, major health issues, the death of loved ones, things like that are out of our control. But what is in your control is how you deal with certain circumstances or situations here. So I feel like you're healing. You are recovering from situations that may have been out of your control, or perhaps the way that you responded is improving. You could be responding in ways that feel less chaotic, that feel less hectic and less anxiety prone. Two of Cups, there's been a separation, all right? Two of Cups says an important partnership that you may have gone through, okay, because this is a heart energy. Some of you are separated from maybe even a sibling, separated from a parent or a child. This is Tweedledum and Tweedledee here. The Two of Cups in reverse is about separation, codependency, not willing to let love in. It can be rejection, and it can also be unrequited love. So whatever you have left behind, it's still something that you may think about from time to time, or it's still something that you are recovering from. But that's why you have that seed showing up with the Ace of Wands, because remember, Glinda always shows up when you need her. And even though Dorothy and the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Lion, right, they go through some challenges that are difficult, they're still protected. They're still being guided the entire time. And I feel like you are too. And that's important here. What else do we have for February? Because the star is about a brighter future ahead. It is about Aquarian energy, and February is Aquarius season. So let's see what we have here. Temperance. Yeah, temperance is about balance. Now, if things are out of your control, we just talked about this because this is showing up in reverse. There are certain things that are outside of our control, but how you deal with them makes all the difference in the world. You're not alone. Cancer, you have support, you have backup, you have the stars, the moon, and the sun. There's something here about astrological placement. Some of you may be learning about astrology. You may even be looking into someone else's chart. Okay, someone that you have had a falling out with, or a family member or a loved one. You may know their sign and you may be saying, yep, I should have known. I should have known from the beginning, but because there may have been a pattern. But of course, everyone has a different moon and rising sign. So sometimes people think, oh, all Geminis are going to hurt you, or all Sagittarians are, fiery. So just make sure that you are not labeling one experience as something that is going to come in time and time again. Okay, that's important here. Try to reprogram that belief. Now, there is a pattern though, I see. There's a pattern that is meant to be broken. And that's why the fates are coming in, because this is time. The time is now. Temperance is about patience. You've tried to be as patient as you could be about a situation, but impatience comes in sometimes. There is a level here of self-control, moderation, and giving yourself that extra tender love and care that you very much deserve. Some of you are dealing with some old childhood wounds, some old blockages here, or unresolved pain with the Six of Cups. This is also unhealthy past attachments. Some of you may have been romanticizing the past out of loneliness, or out of, the overthinking mind, the overanalyzing mind. With that Page of Swords, try not to let that Page of Swords flip in reverse. Now, the Page of Swords can be a fact lover. He goes in search of the truth, but sometimes he can go down a rabbit hole and he can start to conjure up stories that do not exist, that are falsified or not true. He can be a little gossipy as well. So there is someone here of the past that you've either been in a union with or a connection with for a long time. And I feel like this is a soulmate, okay? This is definitely a soulmate, a person who you've contracted a very important lesson, or someone that you've had children with in this lifetime, or someone that you've known since childhood as well. I feel like there's some sort of healing that is taking place within your heart, within your energy, within your cells, even your DNA. So you could share DNA with someone. Someone could be a twin here as well. I'm getting twins. Spirit, what is the good? What is the good coming from this healing process that's taking place? It's because you are planting the seeds for new growth. You're going to respond to life in a different way because your energy is shifting. Therefore, there's the Ace of Pentacles. I was just going to say, therefore, you have a new life, the start of a new life. And that is you going home. No place like home. The ruby red slippers. Well, in this case, they're silver slippers. But there is the ruby red diamond there. And I feel like this is a beautiful new beginning for you. This is a month of opportunity, I should say a quarter. Quarter one, you have the Ace of Wands in January, the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are connecting to a new commitment. There will be a new commitment here that you've been waiting for quite some time. And I feel like the stars are aligned with this Fate card. You see that she's surrendering. She's looking up to the stars here. And for some of you, this is about inspiration and dreams. All right, there's a wish that potentially is granted here for you in February. And it's a wish that you never gave up on here in a sense. You may have had a difficult time thinking that this was going to come to fruition in some way, but I feel like it's here, or it's, about to be with this Ace of Pentacles, because this is the tangible ace. This is the ace of physical health, a new job. It can be a bonus, a positive reward, but it's something that you can see, something you can touch, right? It's in front of you. It's physical. So this is beautiful. Now, let's look at March, because this is the month where you're going all the way. You're going the distance here. Remember that cheetah at the very beginning, the cheetah that was sitting there looking out into the, the home space. Where's that cheetah? I thought we had here it is. Yeah, the co-create. This is the month where everything comes together for you. Those seeds that have been planted start to take off. So it wouldn't surprise me to see some higher number cards, or even 2s, 3s, and 4s, because I feel like there is a development. Like things are starting to develop for you. You're starting to see that you're closer and closer to some sort of completion or finalization. For those of you that have been going through maybe a court situation or a divorce, or, tying up loose ends to a situation that you've separated yourself from, this could be, the month where things start to feel like this is really happening for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. This is beautiful. The Magician is the ultimate manifester. He is very talented. He has many skills, and he's very energetic. So you're also picking up more energy this month. It could be if you are taking care of your health, if you're getting into a new routine, it's really working for you. So stay consistent, stay on that path. Let's see what's coming in for Cancer in the month of March 2025. What do we have for Cancer? There's the King. Beautiful. There you are, leveling up. King of Wands. He is the entrepreneur of the deck. He is someone who marches to the beat of his own drum. He's an influencer. You have the Hierophant. Beautiful. There's a new commitment that you are going all the way with. And I see here the Page of Pentacles, staying loyal to your path. You see Toto represented there. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles showing up. There is all the higher numbers that I wanted to see here, because you are moving forward. You have a major arcana here, and you're it feels like this new commitment, this new path that you're on, you're quite excited. The Page of Pentacles is someone who's very hardworking. He invests in himself. He invests in his home, his career, his health. He is someone that stays loyal to what his heart and soul are telling him is best. He's very practical. He's very goal-oriented. He's someone who reflects on his commitments. And he does stay loyal to Dorothy the entire time, right? He's always there for her loyal, trusty companion. Some of you are bringing new people into the mix here. Someone that you could even spend a lifelong commitment with, or perhaps this is a child even. For those of you that have been disconnected from a child, there could be some sort of connection or interaction. All right, that could be coming together. There could even be a child coming home in some way, okay, or coming back to visit the home. Maybe you have a child that went off to school or college, or perhaps you just haven't seen them. Maybe they've lived across, the state, or lived across the country. But I see the Hierophant here is saying you've really been working on shedding old beliefs. And the King of Wands is the perfect person to really express their ideas, their new beliefs, and put them out into the universe. He's very resourceful. He's very adventurous. This could be a wonderful month for travel for you, Cancer. This could be a wonderful month to commit to a level of learning, a level of education. The Page of Pentacles, he's constantly wanting to learn and better his life. So whatever it is that you are curious about, whatever you want to explore, hence the King of Wands on the sailboat here. He's going out sailing. There is a new adventure. Some of you want to go off on your own in some way, maybe business-wise. Perhaps you are newly single. Well, maybe not for long if you are, but I feel like you're taking a look at the seeds that you've planted back in January, and the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is Auntie M's garden. In this garden is fresh tomatoes and pumpkins and herbs. There's birds. This is springtime energy as well. Even though spring is oftentimes when you start to plant, it feels like this is harvest. So in the month of March, in the Northern Hemisphere, it is springtime, but I feel like March is going to be a harvest month for you. If you look at this illustration, everything is abundant. Everything is starting to grow. So like I said, you're going to see how things are, coming together here. There is a completion here. If you've been working on a home project or a business project, something creative, some of you, this is your own body or your looks, your health. I just feel so good about the month of March for you. And look at what we have here. Bottom of the deck, we have justice, we have judgment, and we have the Ace of Swords. This is big. So quarter one is bringing in a bit of karmic retribution or rebalance with the Justice card here. This is about you taking accountability, you taking accountability for the role that you play in your own life. And that's important. That's powerful. You have the Judgment card here, which is a spiritual rebirth. Cancer, this is about self-awareness and understanding that the trials and tribulations that you've gone through, you didn't go through to be punished. You didn't go through because you deserved them. Perhaps there were choices that led to them. Perhaps there were things that were outside of your control, but this is about you letting go of the past. This is Judgment Day coming in for you in quarter one. You don't have to judge yourself. You don't have to feel like you are being judged because you have the Ace of Truth. The truth of the matter is that you are a capable, healthy, loving soul who is having a human experience, and sometimes those human experiences suck, right? Sometimes they are not fun to go through, but you can bounce back. You have the ability here to continue creating a life that is full of joy and full of magic and full of positivity. And even if some of those moments come in that cause you to second guess your purpose or your path or even yourself at times, that you will come back. You will bounce back from whatever struggles that you've had. So that is beautiful. Let's get a final message here from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self. Let's get a message here from the tree spirits. What do we have for Cancer, please? All right. What tree is coming in for you? You have the Judas tree. I'm getting like Judas Priest as well. So some of you, you've gone through betrayal. You've gone through abandonment, trust, and loyalty. Those key themes are very, very, very important. She has her back turned. Some of you are turning your back to a situation that has abandoned you because you are now looking at your own home within, the home that you've created for yourself right here, right now. You will no longer turn your back on you, Cancer. You will not self-abandon you. You are deserving of love and happiness. That is what Judas is reminding you. I also see here these beautiful trees. I'm getting lilacs as well. Some of you could have like a lilac bush. There could also be roses or flowers that are planted in a garden. Like that may be your special place or a place that you go to and you unwind. I feel like there's growth coming in. There's a lot of new growth with the pink here. The pink is also, heart energy, heart chakra. And this is about healing from betrayal, healing from abandonment. Because I see where you've gone and I see new trust and loyalty, I want to get one more card here because I feel like this is part of what the astrological new year is bringing in is love and happiness. So let's get a sneak peek here. Now, of course, I will be doing these quarterly readings as the time comes in, but let's look. What's the sneak peek? Yes, beautiful. You have the hawthorn. There's the moon. You are represented by the moon as well, Cancer. And it says love, magic, creativity, new adventure. When you love with your whole heart. Didn't I say that in the beginning of your reading? You are a lover. You will fight if you have to, but you'd prefer not to, right? You're a lover, not a hater. You want to, use your creativity for the highest good. You want to use your magic for the highest good. There are new adventures that await here for you. And I feel like these new adventures have to do with love, because that's kind of where we leave off with the back turned. But she's actually turning her back to go towards something that fulfills her more on a deeper, more emotional, more spiritual level. That is what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.